What is your name and your age?
My name is W.C. Heller. I'm age 88.
Okay, and so tell me about those initials, WC. Where did you get that from?
That was the name I was given when I was born. W.C. And
Where were you born?
I was born in Newberry, South Carolina.
And so tell me about Newberry. What do you remember about Newberry, South Carolina? And tell me about your parents and your grandparents, what you can remember.
My parents, they were separated at the time I was born, and when I was born, I was given away to some lady. I forget what her name was, and I had a sister and two other brothers. Me and the sister, we was given to the Heller grandparents, and the other brother was given to the Eichelberger grandparents, and we switched around. I ended up with the Eichelbergers later on.
So were you related to the Hellers and the Eichelbergers, or they were just people that took care of you all?
The Heller was my dad.
Okay.
And the Eichelberger was my mother's maiden name.
Okay. So you lived back and forth with your grandparents growing up.
I lived with the Heller side until he died. Then they moved with my dad came and got us and took us up to the Eichelbergers, and from there, they didn't particularly care about me. And I went through a lot when I was young.
Well, what do you remember about South Carolina growing up? Did you live on a farm? How was your house? Describe your house and where you went to school.
I only went to school for 3 years. I didn't have any schooling. In the house, it was an old house. It was about 10 or 12 of us lived in it. And I remember quite a bit about South Carolina. When someone wanted to know about what was going on, I don't know, I was only 11, 12, 13 years old. But when they want to know somebody, they come to me. I can come up with most of the answers. And it was a hard road to travel.
So you said it was 10 or 12 people living in one house. How many rooms was it in the house?
I'd sit around and try to picture it in my head sometimes, and I wasn't a hide them, but it worked. It was mostly grandkids, grandkids of the Eichelberger. His name was Walter Eichelberger, and most of them we all was grandkids, and I don't know. I know we had to go out and what they call they have matches now. We had to go out and cut down straw and stuff like that, and then somehow or another they made something they call them matches. 3 or 4 or 5 of us in the same bed. And
so how would they make the mattress? What was it made of?
It was made of what they could sew together, something like a mattress. Then we go out and cut down straw and hay and stuff like that and pack in there. That was the mattress.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, that's something, because in our generation, we don't even think about things like that.
Yeah.
But, you all had to go through a lot coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it was mostly us kids doing it, because my granddad, he couldn't walk, and we had to push him around in a wheelchair, and he tell us what to do. We had to cut down trees and pack the wood up for, winter. Had a big heater sitting up in the floor. It
was a wood burning stove.
Yeah,
that's what y'all had.
That's all we had. And each one of us had a turn of getting up and making a fire every morning in the stove. When the others get up, so the house would be a little bit warm.
And so, did you raise your own food? Did y'all raise your own food?
Raised it all, yeah.
So what did y'all have on the land?
We had cotton. We had a garden, anything you could put in the garden, you know. And about September, somewhere along there, we had a garden, gather it all and bring it in and store it and pack it. I don't know how, canned tomatoes, beans, everything they take it through the winter. And it was a rough life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you said you went to school for 3 years.
Yeah.
And so tell me about your schoolhouse.
Well, we had, segregated schools. My school was named Hope School, and then when I moved my other granddad for 1 year, I went to school with him. I went to the first one 2 years, and when he died, I went to the other one. I went there 1 year. It was called Hope School. They got something like that up in Washington now, where they tore down their school when the kids started going to school together. Hope School and Poe Mary School. I know you like that name, Poe Mary, and that's where we was at the time, Poe Mary. I got a shirt hanging in there from my Hope School thing, and I don't know if you got time for me. It don't take but a minute, but can I
let's get it after the interview, and then I'll take a picture of it. I'll take a picture of it. And so, why did you only go to school for 3 years?
Because like I said, the oldest one in the family had to get out of school to go out and plow the horses and do this and stuff. And I happened to be a month older than the other one behind me, so I was the one that was pulled out of school, and I had to go out there and work every day from sun to sun, plowing the cotton field and plowing this and doing all of that kind of stuff. And I think I was about 12 or 13. I got put out.
Well, what did you do, Mr. Heller, to get put out?
Nothing. I don't know. I've been wondering about what I did to get. But anyway, it was late in the evening. I was walking down the road, and I'm really afraid of the dark. And I was walking down the road. Some old man, because everybody took care. Well, not took care of everybody, but they tell the other people's kids what to do. Everybody was everybody's kid. Boy, where you going on this road this time? And I was up there wiping my eyes and tears running out. And I told him what happened. Get on in here, get on in here. I was never so happy when somebody did.